Hello and welcome to How to Enjoy Amazing Holiday Foods Guilt-Free. My name is Megan Macaron and I'll be your tour guide. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer and health coach, and I'm excited to take you on this journey to learn about the pause process and how you can start practicing it today. Before we get started, I just wanted to say a few things, which are that I understand how hard it can be when we are stuck in our heads and emotionally eating or binge eating or really overthinking food and stressing about what to eat, when to eat, if we can eat this food or not, and putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to try to be perfect around food. And I say we and ourselves because I've been there. I've been there so many times. And so I just want you to know you're not alone in this. And that's why I made this little course. This mini course is a little snippet from a much bigger course that's going to launch in January. But I didn't want you to go through the holidays without something to help you get through them. So keep in mind that this is a short mini course, 5 videos. They're all under 5 minutes, that you want to go through them in order. And if it doesn't feel like doable at first, with maybe the first few videos, like if it's a little scary because it's different than the dieting world you're used to, I recommend and I challenge you to just finish them. And you can comment below each video and ask questions and just get a little curious and see what comes up, because maybe this is exactly what you need to make lasting change with your eating habit. All right, let's get started. Practicing the pause. Perspective, abundance, understand, savor, and eat. P is for perspective, obviously. So perspective is all about how you see the situation you're in, the moment you're in it. So a lot of things can happen no matter what's going on in life. But, a lot of times around food, we might get a thought, right? Or you might get a thought, I'll say. And that thought might sound something like, oh no, how will I handle all this food, right? And that thought, it pops up, and we can't control that happened. But we do get to choose if we attach our self-worth to that, if we take it personally, and how we react to that thought. We get to choose if we make it into a big deal, and if we truly trust we can't handle it, or we trust that we can handle it. So let's look a little bit more into that. Take a look at your perspective around food itself, or the number on the scale. How many rules or guidelines or things that you feel like you have to do, how many do you have when it comes to food? Are foods bad, good, off limits? Do you feel bad for eating them? Do certain foods create anxiety when you think about them or have them in your house? And so take a few moments and reflect on what is your perspective around food. And I bring all these things up because for a very long time, about 6 years, I myself yo-yo dieted and gained the same 20 to 40 pounds over and over again, binge eating and emotional eating. And all of these things were things I had in my mind, right? I had a lot of rules and regulations in my mind. Certain foods were allowed in my life and certain foods were not allowed. And it caused a lot of anxiety. And a lot of times that was the problem. And so let's talk a little bit more about that. Often it's not the food we are eating that leads to overeating, emotional eating, or binging. It's actually the beliefs and rules we have created around that food, and we are either acting on those beliefs or reacting to them. And that's all it ever is. When your beliefs around food and or the scale change, your habits around food and your behaviors around food will also naturally change as well. When our beliefs around things change, how we act around them also changes. The next part of the pause process is abundance. The A is for abundance. So we're going to dive into how we can start to see and have a perspective of food being abundant. Before we go there, if you want to, you can add to the discussion a little bit. So imagine that you could eat what you want, when you want. Would how you act around food change? If so, how would that change? All right, I will see you in the next lesson. Comment below and I will hop on and respond. Have a great day.